All right, y'all, we back. Boy Yakatees, this is your review for Little Women Atlanta season 6, episode 3. Whew, my throat's starting to get a little bit scratchy because I'm sitting here trying to pump these videos out for y'all. Hope y'all appreciate it. So we start off with the twins. Amanda is going to work with someone on her solo project. They say that they're happy for Minnie. Amanda's worried about bringing Minnie in on this project, you know, because she's been so head over heels with her relationship, and it seems that she's putting more time into her relationship than she is for them. She also feels like she isn't pulling her weight as a manager. So now we get Minnie and Nick. He's surprised to know that, she's managing all the girls, which is going to work for him because he's a producer. Hopefully, he's not an opportunist. And now he has to meet great value Korra, which is her mother. So we get a beer and Juicy. They're doing some lingerie shopping for her birthday party, for a beer's birthday party, which is going to be, I believe they said burlesque. So Tanya arrives, the Sage Lady. That's what I call her, the Sage Lady. She moved back to ATL. She's back to work. She's back so she can work on her music and acting. She had left because she had to get hip surgery, so she went back home because that's what the specialist was. And now that she is back here, I think part of it is also there was a break in filming, and I guess she went back to where she actually lived, actually pulling the Crimson Chin, Malaysia, LaQuisha from Basketball Wives, or as Alice didn't let's say, Hoops and Heifers. That whole thing of I live over here, but I'm come here to shoot. So okay. So Tanya wants the tea. They download her on everything that happened. Juicy feels Tanya may need to help the girls squash the beef. Okay. So we get Minnie Great Value Korra. Long story short, that scene, Minnie is cooking. Great Value Korra trying to figure out why. We're gonna bring him a man over here. Has he said she cooking? No, he hasn't. Well, he's a little bit nervous. Why is he nervous? And I initially sat back and thought, did you forget Chicken Gate? And they went on and played that beautiful bean footage of her throwing a plate of wings in Juicy face. I'm still not over that. Like, why you wasting good wings? Like, that's that good shit. Why are you wasting good I was so through. That really made me mad. Like, how you? Anyway, so now we got Moni. She knows that she needs to find a place of her own, and she's saying this to Abira, or she's saying this to us, and this is a talk that she's about to have with Abira because kids, all these kids don't equal, quiet, and she feels like she's infringing on the kids because that's their place. So Abira gets Moni to help her with making decorations for her party because she's like, look, I got 4 kids, so I can't just have somebody do all this for me, so I gotta sit here and cut the cost, which is cool. So we get Moni, Great Value Core, and Nick. Great Value Core asks Minnie why she got a ring on her finger, um, and I'm wondering if this is her first time seeing the ring. Because if it is, then cool. If not, then great. Thank you for this produced scene. They say it's a first step ring. He wants to build with her. They're thinking about moving into the city together. Great Value Core don't like it because she feels that she went too fast, but we'll talk about that later. We get Amanda going to meet with a guy named Dallas. He's an artist development coach. Her sister Andrea is there with her. They do some warm ups, a little bit of vocal training, and he says that he's going to put together a plan for her and see how everything goes because she wanted immediate feedback. And he's like, okay, we gonna have to see. I'm gonna put something together for you. I'm gonna give it to you, and based off of that, I'm gonna let you know where you are in terms of being a singer. Andrea wants to do classes with her, and she's way too dependent, and Amanda is not really feeling that happy about it. So now we get a Beerus B Day. Juicy body has come a long way. She's been working out. I mean, she even got the girls just like literally like sitting up like this. She invites Minnie to work out with her. She's like, I'm not joking. Like, I mean, I'm working out. I know you're trying to get better. Like, this is an open invitation for you to come join me, and I'm inviting you now before we fall out again. I laughed. Juicy is eating a carrot. Like, So her breasts are sitting up here, and she's literally eating a carrot off of her. Okay, whatever. Abira's mother is there and told them pretty much about her upbringing and how Abira's mother made her tough, which is a lot of people that grew up in, hoods and projects and whatnot, because, yeah, some stuff going outside and you come in, it's like, either you take your ass back outside and you fight that fight, and when you come in here, you're going to have to fight me, which that made her toughen up and that gave her her voice. So she went from being a reserved child to being very vocal. So they learned, okay, we understand why Bera is the way that she is. Tanya wants to have the girls unite, but Abira ain't, is pretty much like, this ain't the time for us to have this conversation. It's my party. Turn up. And yeah, Tanya wants them to meet with a shaman. So we get Moni and Juicy. Moni needs Juicy to help her go house hunting. We never heard the price range, but apparently she gave it to Juicy. Moving on, the twins and Moni. Moni mentions that Tanya wants to bring the girls to see a shaman. Amanda is not about to make peace. She just ain't here for it. Moni just wants them to show up, and they were doing yoga. I'm getting through, like, because now it's just a whole lot of weird just having stuff. I'm just giving y'all the meat and taters of what the hell's going on now. So we get Abira, Tanya, and Minnie at the studio. Abira's working on her music. The shaman talk comes up. Minnie wants them, to be cordial. Like, can we just get that? And Abira says yet again, I want an apology. So now we got Moni and Juicy looking for places. The first place kind of gave like a penthouse apartment vibe. That was $4,500. The second place was a trailer, because actually I think Juicy said like she really didn't give them a defined budget. So, and it was a trailer, which I'm just like, well, I mean, well, shit, if it's just you, even though she keeps saying she wants a place for her son to eventually move in with her. But my thing is, if you're there for good, if you're there for good, cool. But right now, just for some show shit, just get you something just good enough for you. Real talk, real talk. But that place was $2,500. I'm like, $2,500 for that shit? Oh, you a lie. The third place she said was in her price range. It was just right, but we don't know how much it costs. So now we get Minnie and Great Value Korra. They talk about Nick. They're having like a little dinner, whatever. And Minnie says she's moving in with him. Great Value Korra asks if she's moving too fast and doing all she can, and also asks if she doing all that she can as with her artist. And Minnie feels like she's in the middle with her artist and underappreciated, and she's putting all of her energy into her relationship, which is where she feels appreciated. Okay. So that really leads me to believe that you really only did this because you thought that this is going to be a quick come up. We're on this show, so people are going to want to book them and do this and do that. And I can also sit here and stun on Juicy. You ain't fooling nobody. So now we are with the shaman and the therapist. Minnie is sick, so she couldn't show up, but the twins still go in because they also go in as a unified front. They start by sharing. And the person that's holding the stick, whatever stick they had, is the person that can talk. They don't always last long. Juicy says when someone shows you who they are, believe them. Okay, cool. Amanda has nothing to say. Andrea follows that. Abira says she needs to be in a better place where someone's insecurities don't affect her. Which is cool. That was definitely a jab. But she probably could have worded that differently, but it is what it is. The shaman wants them to talk about the anger because it's very prevalent, very present. You can feel it. It's there. I can see it through the screen on my television. Okay. Abira says that she was jumped, and that's what she's angry about. Andrea jumps in and says, "Well, we can get crazy in this bitch." And this is a moment where she couldn't have just said anything. But now, because you said it, and again, these women have been around each other long enough to know what the other one's triggers are. It is what it is. So Barrett says, that's the problem. I came here on some peace shit, and you want to start with me. So Abira and Andrea talk over each other. Both sides feel attacked. Abira excuses herself, which I think was a very mature thing to do. And also that lets you know there is some growth there where you know like things are getting too heavy. And if I stay in this moment, things are going to turn violent. So let me remove myself. I can appreciate that. I can. Let me see. Where did I leave off at? Mm-hmm. Excuse herself. Okay. And so I'm sorry. She excuses herself when Andrea started to talk mess. Amanda tells her to shut up, which, thank you. But I felt like Amanda could have been said that. Like, no, 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 yeah, don't do that. But she didn't. Moni and Tanya go after Abira. Juicy stays with the twins. The shaman tells Abira not to let someone bring you out of character. The therapist tells Andrea when you let her trigger you, you give her the control. It appears in that moment that Andrea has her breakthrough in kind of understanding the situation from somebody else's perspective. She lashes out because she taps into her insecurities and it hurts because they're both little people, which is what I said earlier. The girls come back and they say to be continued. So that's it. That is it, y'all. That is it. That is it. So the only video that I have left to do is Bell Collectors. So if all goes well, you'll get that tomorrow. But like I said, it's still snowing crazy here in Chicago, so I'm gonna have to go back outside because I went out earlier to shovel. I'm gonna go back out probably one more time, and it's probably gonna be like maybe right before the panel starts, just to make sure that a lot doesn't build up. I also be doing the panel tonight with the team, with the team. It's gonna be all of us. So you'll probably get Bill Collector tomorrow morning. Tomorrow's Tuesday. What comes on Tuesday? Fudge, fudge. Damn it, something comes on Tuesday. I can't remember right now, but whatever comes on Tuesday, you'll get that review Tuesday night. I swear I can't think of it right now, but whatever. But that's all I got. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will see you all tonight. Peace out.